Oh boy, guys, what a day today. Today is what, August 2nd, 2022. So I've been, pretty tired lately this week. My whole body was killing me. Well, we're trying to get a lot of things done this past weekend because my family came in. So I wasn't gonna go too far. We had to spend time together and all that. And it was really nice. It was just very short. I did go get coffee on Friday. It was very hot though. It was like 104 degrees. Well, did I get coffee on Friday? No, I got it on Saturday. I got it Saturday early too, like 2 hours early before we had to leave. We went to Coney Island. No, we had a really nice day. It was very hot again. Incredibly hot. I mean, OMG hot. So I wind up staying behind on the boardwalk with an umbrella. It was too damn hot. Even later, we went to the Cyclones game. It was very hot, and then there was a shower. Like we got drenched. Very, very hot out. It was just no air, no breeze, nothing. That's what I don't like about summer. But today it's like 74 degrees. So 74 today, which is good. I'll take 74 degrees. And there's a nice breeze today. Today is really nice out. So there was not that many gang stalkers today. I did put a video on yesterday for curse breaking, witchcraft and all that, So I didn't see that many perps with it yesterday. And I got just coffee yesterday. No big deal. I didn't see any of them. It was weird. I mean, I guess it worked, right? So then I went out today and I got a little something to eat for lunch and a coffee. And I saw Buddha Smurf. He wasn't hiding in the corner like usual. He walked past Duncan. So I just held up my coffee and sipped it. Stuck my tongue out at him. Yeah, that's a perp. He does that at nighttime usually. Same truck. You think I don't remember their truck, I guess. I don't know. I remember faces, trucks, license plate numbers. Because they're so specific, when you're a TI, it's specific, the things that they do to us, And, you recognize license plates after a while. So they've been honking their horn at other people. They've been waiting at the corner and honking. It's funny because this construction worker, I think he's doing construction. He's one of the workers for up down the block. They were gonna put a homeless shelter at the corner. That was the original intent, but now it's gonna be condos. So, who's gonna move in there? Perps. They got first dibs on these condos, and when they renovate apartment buildings or renovate houses for resale, they get the first dibs on the apartments. They live there for free and everything. You hear that? I don't know what kind of bird that is. Well, how many times is this perp gonna walk past my house? 3,000 times? Anyways. Yeah, so I got purpose walls out my family. Okay. So we went to the baseball game. Hot as hell, of course. Food was expensive, of course, but after like sundown, it was finally getting cool out. The breeze was coming in, and then a sandstorm, and then it rained. We were gonna leave, but then we're like, you know what, we'll stay to the end because it wasn't that bad, the rain. And then we saw a double rainbow, so that was cool. Wait for that guy to come back again. I don't remember if I mentioned the gang stalking that happened while I was with my family. You know, I don't know if the last video, I don't really watch my videos. I watch them. Oh, here comes Witchy Poo. So I was gonna make sure she's right there. Witchy Poo. I'm gonna find Mike and Molly clip. That was funny. Your kid's here now. She's right upstairs. Anyways, let me just, my hair's coming out with the hair, my hair tie. But anyway, so yeah, at the game, it was Christmas in July, so Santa was there, and they had like special games and you door the gifts. We had like a bobblehead. I don't know, Batty the elf it was called. So, you know, we got some stuff, you know, got food while we were there. It was hot as hell. So of course, you know, as was when any one of us goes anywhere to like a special event or something, there's always gotta be a psychopath or a drunk person puking there or something. I remember we went to a freestyle concert and it was way outdoors, no seats, right, on the grass. So what happens? A drunk guy threw up next to us. So like, okay, of course he did. That was like years ago. Well, you know, that could have been gang stalking too. So, you know, who knows? But anyway. So the gang stalking, it wasn't that bad, but it was way more obvious than usual. So I guess they didn't like that I was out, you know, having a good time. They don't like that, you know. You know this, we know this, we all know it. They like to keep us in the house. So, and they didn't like that I was with other people. You know, they like to isolate us, you know. They like to make sure that we're by ourselves. These fucking gnats are killing me. I'm gonna kill them. Oh, is she coming back out? Yep, she is. There she goes. We're gonna buy some dough for your bread. I smelled toast this morning, and I didn't have the window open. So I'm hoping it was my tenants that were making toast. But usually when I smell stuff like that, usually she gives me bread. I did hear a loud noise today too. I looked out the window, there was nothing, so I was like, all right, it's one of my tenants. And she used to do a lot more stuff because the tenant we had before, she didn't really stay all the time. She would go on vacations, go see her parents in Florida, so she got to go to Florida every week, every month, or whatever the hell it was. That's 5 times already. Anyways, and his phone is red and black, by the way. So yeah, they could do like weird things like that too. Like, you know, if you go on a Dunkin', just go to Dunkin' and stand in front of that and place your order. You know, you could walk past me and then text the handler, you know, that you saw me. It's the same shit. Anyways, so at the game I got gang stalked, but not till like later on. So there was this fat ass douchebag He had a Santa Claus cowboy hat on and like a Santa Claus type jersey with the cyclones on it. He was already loud and obnoxious, so that's why I'm calling him fat ass douchebag, because that's what he is. So a little, either girl or boy, I don't know what it was, caught one of the foul balls, wound up dropping it. He picked it up and kept it. Like, you know, fair and square, that child was supposed to get that ball. A normal human being would have given them the ball. Perps are not normal, so yeah, I just saw that guy pick up his phone and look over at me. So he might be a perp, I don't know. They always do stuff like that. They come out of nowhere and then they pick their phone up and then they look at you, give you a dirty look. And you dial the number, the handler, so. I mean, it's either or, you know. If I see him again and he does something else, like something really, really obvious that I could videotape it, then yeah. But sometimes they slick like that, they do everything secretive, you know. They do it before you put the camera on. Or behind me. So, the end of the game, the fireworks are about to go off, right? And now we're sitting wherever the hell we want, right? So he's already there. And he's at the top of the thing, the seats. And he's loudly talking about NSYNC. Then he's naming all the songs in the first album they ever made. Like, that's not something a heterosexual guy would do. But it was so loud that I heard it. I was the only one that heard it in my family, because that was for me. I used to listen to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys with John, so like, how did he know to scream all of that, you know? It was so loud, he was screaming. And he's like, what about NSYNC? And then he starts naming all the songs. I'm like, looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you saying that in front of me? And right at that moment, I mean, I know why, I'm just saying, it's really stupid. Because it doesn't make sense to do that, you know? Why would a grown-ass man, first of all, I'm talking about NSYNC. That's very sus. Sorry, I'm going through my bag, so I'm a little crooked right now. So, like, that's definitely not for me. Because I turned around and he was looking right at me after I did that. You know, if he wasn't really speaking it towards me, he would have kept talking to his friend, like, you know, facing his friend. So I was laughing. I was like, I am not videotaping you saying that. I think that's what he was hoping for. I was going to videotape him. Nah. I was like, fuck you, I'm spending time with family. So, I was laughing, and he left right after. So I'm like, yep, that's right, bye. So, as we're actually coming down to the block away, like 2 blocks, right? I saw a plain white van, work van, spare tire with a big ass sticker that said, order fraternal police. So now I'm thinking to myself, could that be Ned Flanders' handler car? Could be. I saw him there a couple times in that area during the day. Like, a car would come where I would be in, would turn the corner on that area, and he would come around the corner, you know, to meet up with us. I'll give you Dunkin' if you go by our house 10 times. Why didn't you go there when I was there? Durr. Isn't it more fun when they come to me? Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to film anyway because they had the music on. It was extra loud today for some reason. I guess because they don't want me filming. You know, the perps. Anyways, so I saw that, right? And then the night, at nighttime, what the hell were we? No, we were coming home. We went to the Staten Island ferry. That was a nice trip, actually. It was nice. It was so crowded, though. We were like sardines. It was a nice boat ride, you know? I've never been on it. on the way back at night, the next, like, here, where the park is, right? We came home that way. So we're turning the block by the park, right? To come down this block. And then I see a one headlight bandit. Now it's nighttime. You're supposed to have both your headlights on, right? Nope, he had one headlight on. So like, I smiled at him. I don't know if he saw me smiling at him, but I hope it pissed him off. Because that's fun. So anyways, so I saw that. And I'm the only one that noticed. What else is new? Well, it was meant for me, right? So then we all noticed that people have put their bright lights on at night. The only time you're really supposed to put your bright lights on is if you're on the highway and there's no light posts, you know, like right now. You know, like, what is that doing? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense what's going on right now. Beep. Yeah, so those two things while my family was here is weird. I'm like, they don't notice that kind of stuff. They think it's all, you know, fake and everything. So I wouldn't say that to them anyway either. I wouldn't tell them that stuff's going on. They don't believe it. Until it happens to them, they're not gonna believe it. You know, we're in this program, you know, despite of everything else. I don't, you know, we're just trying to survive. Here comes something. He's probably not even gonna go past my camera. Nope. Figures. Some douchebag on a bike with a camouflage book bag and a red hat. He went a couple doors down over there. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's stealing packages, but they have cameras, so yeah. Not Witchy Poo and Friends, but next door to them they have like 3 cameras in their window and like 4 cameras on the porch, so they must have got their packages stolen. But we can't afford that many cameras, so you know, one is good enough. It catches people. Yeah, and today I got so many notifications on my phone because there's a lot of cars coming by. For some reason, I'm gonna catch the cars until they're all the way down the block. I don't know, dog's barking now. Anything to stop me from talking. I didn't even know they had a dog over there. I guess they have a dog. So anyways, they love to stop me from talking. Oh man. Yeah, so on the camera, see? Beep! Beep! Blow it out your ass. Anyway. It's part of the taxi cab. They're in on its program too, like I said. And I've seen that guy at night too. Is he kidding? Like I wouldn't remember. He fucking speeds down the block at night out here. So anyways, so I see the camera go off, and one of the construction workers from the building down the block, he's walking past, and somebody is honking the horn like crazy. I'm like, haha, somebody else is getting it. So they're at the corner. The taxi cabs, all the cabs, they all wait at the corner, and then they just start honking. So now, honestly, they look like they're just honking at everybody that comes down the block. And it's kind of funny. Hi. You know what I mean? Like they do it all the time now. Like I noticed, like if there's not that many people that walk down the block unless I'm outside. So I know that's the algorithm too. So when the cars come down, nothing happens, right? As soon as one person walks down the block, beep, 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 right? They sound like the Roadrunner. And then, so that's what they did a couple times. So I'm like, you beeping people, they don't even know what the hell you're doing. They're ignoring you. So you're wasting your time with them. one guy parked. See, one guy parked across the street, and he hit the button to block the car. And my tenant's brother was coming out of the house, and he looked over like he was gonna punch him. That would be justice served. You know what I'm saying? I was like, don't do stuff like that to those types of people. I'm pretty sure he'd beat their ass. I would like to see that. Yes, I would. I totally want to see that. Completely want to see that. That would be awesome, but I don't know if that guy was really a pervo. He was just parking. But the way it was like loud. I guess and he didn't expect the loudness of it. Because the block is pretty quiet, so. And then when I came out today, it was early, like 12:30. Oops. Damn, that was quick. It just took my napkin. So anyways, I come out. Hey, little beep, right? So I get to the corner. I'm looking around. They changed the name of the pita place. It's something else now, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that empty spot with all the chairs. They might get rid of it. Yeah, because I don't know if they would use it for anything. But that's where Voodoo Smurf likes to hang out. So he wasn't there. I was shocked. There was a cab driver there at the corner, pacing back and forth on the phone, smoking a cigarette. That's all they ever do. So I'm looking at him like, the mannerisms. I'm like, he seems like a perp. So I walk up to him, and he does this head scratch. He was looking at me, looking at the phone. Then he does the head scratch, and I hear beeping. So I'm like, okay, normal. So, and then he walks away. He walks down my block. So he did his job. I was like, whatever. You feel better about yourself? Yes, they probably do. So then a while goes by, and only one person with camo. A man with camo, and then a woman with camo. Like, she wearing pants. Like, I know it's cooler out, but wear shorts. It's summer. I don't understand people. So anyways, so that's it. There was only a few. Nobody did anything. I just saw Ned Flanders. He was looking around. And then Voodoo Smurf came around. I gave them both, I stuck my tongue at them when they walked past me. They were looking around too. But I did see a white van coming down the block when I went up the block. And the license plate was KLL. And you know what that means. I'm not going to explain it. I mean, if you ask, I'll explain it. But some of you TIs know what that means. And that's like a perp's way of telling us what they're going to do to us. Or they want us to do it to ourselves. Well, they don't have to put all the letters in, So that's all I'm trying to say. And I was like, oh boy, they do that to me all the time. They did it to me, I don't know if it was 2 years ago, with the first time they had that on a small car. And because I recorded it, they kept doing it every once in a while. I'll see that license plate somewhere. Like one time it was in front of us in the street while we were on the way to the grocery store, just to make me not want to leave the house. And I have to get groceries every once in a while, so fuck you. Coffee every day, groceries once a week. They're not stopping me. So. If they think they can, so they're lying to themselves. I think you can't. I keep telling the perps, you're coming on my channel, he's saying stuff that's gonna get blocked. You hear that? Do you see the red and black? See? That too, it's an algorithm. Let me tell you, even if they're not a perp, and they're just walking down the block wearing red and black, you're gonna hear a honk right after. Because even if it's not a perp, but it's just a regular person wearing those colors, there's a handler at the corner already, and they're gonna just automatically honk the horn. They have binoculars. They're looking through the binoculars. They have the car parked at the corner, the engine shut off, and they have the the binoculars, and they're just staring. Well, this is a big block, so they have to use binoculars to see. So while they do that, they're watching for anybody wearing those colors, because they're popular colors to wear. The rappers and the singers, everybody's wearing those colors. So people want to be like that, and they wear the colors. So it doesn't matter if they're perps or not. The handler in the car is going to honk the horn anyway. That's why the handler sucks ass. Perps suck ass, and handlers suck ass too. And I was actually thinking I was gonna see John or Jillian when my family was here. I kept hearing their names and seeing their names everywhere. Usually that means they're somewhere in the neighborhood. Well, they both still live here, so Jillian lives near the park too. And they probably know each other. They're friends with each other probably. They smoke pot together. So you know what I mean? She's still griping about me. Figuring out how bullshit that she used to do to me. She's still griping about that. She moved away like years ago. Same thing with him. When I caught them on my porch smoking pot and all that, they've held a grudge. That's why we gotta be better than them and not forget about what they do. Just, forgive them and just try to live your life according to how God wants you to live your life, not what the world wants you to live. Because the world hates you. Remember that. You hated God first, it's going to hate you now. I don't mind the world hating me. See, that's not a spot, buddy. The car that's there, it's already huge. There's no room for you. Anyways. And that weird couple came around today too. They parked right across the street from my house. Still has the same hair color. She came in. She came by herself, and then I was leaving. So I don't know if she was gonna be pissed off about that. I hope she was. I hope she was. I also saw a young guy wearing red and black and had a notebook. Usually people ignore me when I'm sitting here. He's like looking around at the camera. Like, you got something to hide? He jumped, so. Nobody usually says anything because they don't see it. They just go about their day. So yeah, sus. Anyways, and so I know that for a fact that perps have notebooks and they write everything you're doing. They write the time, the date, the hour, every step you make. Like, they count. They like the watch, the fitness watch that counts your steps. They do it too. Ugh. The Amazon backup noise is horrendous. They couldn't make like a gentle noise. We know they're backing up. Anyways. The hell's he holding the water bottle like that? They're so weird, and they walk with a swish. I ever noticed? Perps walk past you with a swish. Yup. And they give you attitude too. They hate you because they ain't you. So anyway, it's all this stuff I see. Like I notice it because they want me to notice it, but sometimes I don't say nothing. Sometimes I just laugh. It's just to piss people off in the neighborhood. That's why they're revving the engine. They haven't come by in a while, those motorcycles. So even when I was leaving Duncan, I stood around because I heard a honking, and the traffic was flowing. There was no, the light stopped. The light wasn't red or anything. Everybody was flowing. It wasn't crowded. So where's it coming from? And the next corners. So you got these two upper corners, right? And then the corners down the block. Then across the street, there's taxi cabs wait over there too. Way up by the building, and the big building will stay in the middle, and then wait for the haircutters. So they could be talking about us too in another language. So oh, they talking about us. Sometimes they are talking on the phone to whoever they know. Sometimes when they come past us, they say specific words. Like they speak their language, but they say specific words in English. And then they look over at you. Yeah, I've had it once or twice before. So I know what I'm talking about. Ooh, what is this bug on me? This is my deodorant. It's natural. So someone's like, it's made from plants. So they think I'm a flower. It's like, no, you cannot pollinate me. Anyway. Yeah, even before I left, there was a woman in there talking to her friend about some sort of housing deal. But they don't look at your credit, and they just go by how responsible you are. So like, okay, that's a hint. That's where perps hang out, stay. They get free housing anyway, but that's how they get free housing, through those programs. They have perp programs. They don't do that for the rest of us, but they do that for the foreigners mostly. So the guy with the notepad, I know that they keep score on us, tabs and all that, and they use regular notebooks. The way he was holding it too, it looked like he was doing that. Because I don't know when college starts in the summer. I know one college in particular starts on the 25th of August. I don't know when the rest of the college classes start. I know they start sometime in August. So that could be too, but when I saw the notebook from Booty Bandit's mom, she had a notebook out and she was writing stuff down. Every day I would see them just standing there. They were looking for money. They were begging on the street for money. And they would, they got their cart when they make their food, their snacks. And then he goes to sell them. Now they got cotton candy on that cart. So, but you saw him talking to Ned Flanders, the father and Booty Bandit were talking to Ned Flanders. I got that on video. Blow it out your ass. And they probably got tired of begging, and then they saw him, and he probably went up to them, gave them money, then told him he could help them. They don't beg for money anymore. Booty Bandit always gets free drinks at Dunkin' though. Large ones too. Hey doggy. Large drinks. He hasn't been there in a while. Went that way instead. I wonder if his dog walk perfect. Hey, listen, I say hi to the dogs because I love dogs, but so it don't matter. Yeah, so I know they write in their notebooks. Like you go to the 99-cent store and buy like a 3-subject notebook, all different color covers, right? So she had one of those, Booty Bandit's mom, and I saw her write stuff every day. Like she would look around and start writing. Can you hear that? He's like, for real?
Oh, okay.
Yep, there's the Satanic Panic couple, or one of them. Hey, you heard him? He's like, for real? After I told you about the notebook. Yeah, for real. Come on now, that was too coincidental. See, he got sick with a cold. Good. That's what they deserve. They all should get sick with colds in the summer. Anyways, that should be their punishment for getting stalked in the first place. But I don't know why she was writing in English when she speaks Spanish. So one day, I kept seeing her stuff her writing too. And I never caught it on camera. And one day I was recording them standing there. They were begging for money. You're not supposed to stand in front of a business and beg for money. That's, especially near the stairs where people have to go into. I never understand that. There needs to be a sign that says no soliciting. And the boss should have came in and shooed them away and told them not to come in. It's different when you're begging on the street at the corner or somewhere, but not in front of a store. People don't want to feel obligated, to do that kind of stuff. They don't want to, it's uncomfortable. So anyways, one day I happened to see the word witchcraft in big bold letters. So when I saw that, I'm like, what the hell? She looked up, she jumped, her eyes were bulging out of her head. She closed the notebook real quick and put it back in her bag. I'm like, too late, I already saw it. I said it out loud too. Too late, I already saw that. So one day they were already in Dunkin', and they kept looking back at me and talking in Spanish. I'm like, just because I'm not Spanish don't mean I don't understand what you're saying. Because they kept looking back. Like if they were talking to each other, they would just been talking to each other. So when I left, I'm like, don't do any witchcraft on me. And they did not like that. They jumped again. The eyes bulged out of their head, and they shut the fuck up after that. And she has not done that to me ever since. I saw her today too, by herself. Just so she gave up on doing that stuff, which is good. I'm saying you gotta put this purpose in their place sometimes. For reals. Don't take their shit. Never take their shit. Fuck them. Maybe I made a big mistake sending her a picture of me and then yelling at me. Stopping the car in the middle of the street and to yell at me. The fake smile too, like, yeah, I'm not talking about you. Mm-hmm. If it was a genuine smile, it wouldn't. Yeah, that was not genuine. I could do a fake smile too at the purpose. Mm-hmm. And so just be aware that they have notebooks and papers and all that about you. They're not great. They're all worried about us. They know we know about the program. Can't really see it now. Just returned. Just gonna sit in the porch of some pot to watch me. Okay. Yeah, she went to the bakery. Oh, she definitely went to the bakery. There's a new bakery across the street. It used to be a regular bakery too, but no. It's now a bakery that I know she goes to. I mean, she probably went to the other bakery too at one point. They had dry cookies in the other bakery. I forgot that they put a new one. I might go in there one day and just see what they got. I haven't been to Very Juice. People get their juices, but there's witches in there. I don't want to give them business. She tried that, the woman in there. Her and her friends tried doing witchcraft on me. They tried to touch me, do witchcraft. And then they actually projected themselves in my dream, and I fought them. They were in my backyard. How do they know about my backyard? You know what I'm saying? And they talked to the old lady witch named Sonia and found out her name. She kept asking people to do palm readings, and she would get very angry at them. And they'd say no. And then she used to sit next to me at Dunkin'. And she was waiting for me outside Witchy Poo's house and jumped for joy when she saw me. Like, yes, now I get to do witchcraft on her. And then all of a sudden, and then one day, I was like, no, you can't sit here. And then I started doing the St. Michael prayer. I had like this card. I don't know where I put it. But the St. Michael card with the prayer on it. So she sat next to me. I didn't recognize her because she made herself look 10 years younger. They put so much makeup on her and they did her hair. You look old when you do witchcraft. Sorry, not sorry. And they're mad at me for looking younger than them. I am younger than them, first of all, by like a decade. And I don't do witchcraft, so I shouldn't look old. But they don't like me, so they want me to look old just like them. No. I'm gonna fix everything. Don't worry. I'm gonna fix all the damage you did to me by doing witchcraft on me. And I'll look even younger than you. So I did the St. Michael prayer one day. I took the card out. She was eating like a squirrel. She goes, ah, 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 ah. She runs away too and everything. She went to the bathroom. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I'm like, damn, this shit works. I'm like, she was burning. That witch was burning. What is going on next door? The guy's not home. Take the hint. Yeah. I always gotta be garbage from my house. That's what they do.